Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon, not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video. She's still not feeling very well. I got her on this morning and she's kind of relapsed. So she's going to be sitting the next couple of videos out. We're going to talk about MrBeast. We're going to talk about MrBeast getting a $100 million TV deal with Amazon, which is like, I guess, what he finds in the couch cushions. You know, on a typical Sunday morning, he's kind of rooting around. There's like $100 million. Do you know he got like $250,000 in ad revenue for his first X video? He posted a video on X. He got $250,000. But he said it's skewed because all these advertisers were jumping on because he posted his first video on X. But it looks like he's trying to spread out beyond YouTube a little bit. And I think this is smart. We did a video the other day talking about why all these content creators are leaving YouTube. And it seems like YouTube wants to be TV. So he's just kind of like cutting out the middleman. He's like, okay, fine. If I'm going to be on TV anyway, I'll sell my services to the highest bidder, and it's Amazon. Now, what's really wild about this is Amazon is laying a bunch of people off. So they're laying off hundreds of people at Twitch. They're laying off a bunch of people at Prime Video, at their studios. You know, the same studios that gave us such gems as The Lord of the Rings, The Power of the Rings, right? Which huge failure. So they're laying those people off, and they're giving more money to MrBeast, who has more money than God at this point. Anyway, go figure. But let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Check us out on Spotify. We're posting audio editions of the podcast again on Spotify. We did it for a while. We're like, is it really worth doing? And now with everything going on at YouTube, I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe we need to spread out a little bit. Maybe we need to, make sure we're spread out all over the place, just in case. We don't know what's going to happen. But this is pretty interesting stuff. And again, we'll talk more about the layoffs for those of you who don't know. We've done multiple videos about Twitch layoffs and Amazon Studios, and there have been some more layoffs, I guess, in Prime. But apparently they have money to spend on MrBeast. They have $100 million to spend on him. And I'll tell you why. He's a proven success. And we're seeing this with Netflix too. They're spending money, billions of dollars, on the WWE because they're a proven success, right? So what they're doing is they're effectively, these streaming services, these studios, they're betting on a sure thing because they can't afford to take chances anymore. So they're going to find people or platforms or shows or whatever that already have a big audience, and they're going to give them even more money. Right, because MrBeast is going to push his entire audience to Amazon. And that's how things are going to work for the near future. And this might be the new normal going forward. You're going to have to do it yourself. And then, as kind of a proof of concept. And it's kind of like, for those of you who follow animation with Has Been Hotel, VisiPop was able to build a platform on her own, and then she got the show picked up. And I think that's what's going to happen. You need to build your own platform, prove to a studio why you're worth giving money to. And then, then you can sell yourself, your show, your idea, whatever. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But MrBeast is basically running a TV show, a polished TV show on YouTube right now. A lot of people pointing out that his shows, his challenges especially, are very much like something you would have seen, like, Fear Factor or something like that in the 90s. 2000s, whenever Fear Factor was on. All right, this comes from Yahoo Finance. YouTuber MrBeast is in talks with Amazon for a $100 million TV deal. YouTuber Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, is considering an exclusive deal with Amazon Prime worth $100 million, according to Puck News. With over 230 million subscribers, the deal aims to bring MrBeast content to Amazon Prime, potentially attracting a younger audience. So yeah, this is Yahoo Finance's people weigh in here on it. Apparently this is a podcast. They're going back and forth. They said MrBeast is one of the biggest YouTubers out there. He may be eyeing a deal with Amazon Prime that, according to reports from puck.com, could go to $100 million. Beast has over 230 million subscribers, so they said they're not surprised that he's getting a huge lucrative deal, but can he convert all of them to log on and pay for Amazon Prime when they get it for free on YouTube? I'm not convinced that he can, but take the money and run. So that's the thing. I mean, I guess my thing is like, what does this entail? If he does this, does that mean that he has to give up posting on YouTube? Does he have to just post his content on Amazon Prime? But he's clearly testing the waters, right? The fact that he's doing the videos on X, the fact that he's considering taking $100 million from Amazon tells me that he is looking at YouTube, even with all these other content creators that are leaving. He's looking at like, yeah, this might not be good for me long term. Like, I've gone as far as I can go on this platform. I might have to go someplace else, right? They're going back and forth on it, and they said it's in line with the NFL spend. They said that's about what they spent with Spotify spent on Joe Rogan. So, and it's actually, they're getting their money back on that. One of the few things I guess they're getting their money back on. Now, this is a version of the story from Deadline. MrBeast nearing deal for competition series. Okay, so they're saying it's just a competition series. Details about the series are under wraps, and Amazon declined comment. So they're not saying he's going to move all his YouTube content over. He's basically going to do a show on Amazon. He's the most subscribed individual and second most subscribed account overall on YouTube. His social media career began when he first posted on the platform at 13. He rose to fame in 2017 when a video of MrBeast counting to 100,000 went viral. I remember MrBeast when he had about 100, 200,000 subscribers. I was like, what is this kid doing these like crazy stunts and giving money away and whatever? Why am I seeing this guy all over the place? Like, who is this guy? But yeah, he's definitely trying to push himself into mainstream media. And I think he's just looking for an exit strategy from YouTube, because I think he knows the end is near. At least, I mean, he can't go any further. I'm not saying the end is near, but he's going to be stuck in a rut. He can't go any further than he's gone on YouTube. Like, this is it. And it looks like YouTube is going to pivot more to traditional TV content. Here are some of the comments on the Yahoo Finance page. All he does is give away money and film it. YouTubers are true simpletons. MrBeast already rakes in a fortune from YouTube videos. He doesn't need a mega million Amazon deal. I don't like the guy. Plus, the only time I see his videos is to give him a thumbs down. I don't know who Mr. Bean is, nor do I care. Yeah, will normies care? I don't know. Why not? Joe Rogan got a huge deal for his fame and following, so why not MrBeast? Who is this guy? These idiots turned currency into monopoly money. Wow. Okay. So here's where it's going to sting for some people, right? Amazon is laying people off. They've been laying people off in Prime Video. They've been laying people off in Amazon Studios, and several people in Amazon Studios. And the big one was, of course, Twitch. They laid off like, what was it, like freaking 35% of their staff or something at Twitch, like 500 people lost their jobs at Twitch. And now Amazon's going to turn around and give MrBeast even more money, But again, this just shows how capitalism works. People that have money who bring it tend to bring money to the companies that, throw in with them. They tend to. And they're going to look at this and be like, yeah, he's a sure thing. Do we really need to hire 500-600 people to nanny a bunch of wannabes on Twitch when we can just take that money and give it to a MrBeast and hopefully get a return? But again, I don't know how it's going to work, because I've seen YouTubers try to make it in the mainstream and it doesn't work very well. Like Rhett and Link, they have a TV deal. Does anybody talk about that? I know they have TV shows now or something. Like, nobody's really talking about it. I know they tried YouTube Red with PewDiePie had a show, and Markiplier had a show, and all these guys had a show, and like nobody cared. And PewDiePie, when he was like the most subscribed before MrBeast, but he was like the biggest single YouTuber, people didn't know who he was. They were making fun of him in an award show. They're like, who is this guy? Who? And same with Ninja. He was on, I think it was like The Masked Singer. And everybody's like, who is this random blue-haired kid? So will normies care? I don't know if normies will care. I'm going to be honest. I mean, MrBeast Foods is at Walmart, I guess, his snackables or foodables or whatever the hell they're called. I don't know how they're selling. I saw them once or twice, and I don't really see them now. I know he had the ghost kitchen thing, and that was a whole debacle, and he's not doing that now. So, but again, get that money, right? You get that money, $100 million. I mean, the guy's already set for life, right? You get another $100 million, you're good, man. You're retired by the time you're 30 years old, and you just kind of coast for years. Go buy an island or something. But it's definitely going to sting for the people who are getting laid off, and basically they're getting laid off at Amazon because they're not bringing it. And this is just kind of how it works. And this is what we're going to see a lot of this year. We're going to see a lot of quote unquote course correction. We're going to see a lot of non-essential jobs get cut, and these studios panicking, trying to make money. And they're going to be like, yeah, you know what? We don't have venture capital to dip into anymore. So let's if we're going to give $100 million to somebody, let's just give it to MrBeast, because he'll probably bring us something. Gonna wrap it up, guys. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.